9% of active cases worked while they had symptoms.
The exponential rise of COVID-19 cases in Alberta has the province's top doctor increasingly worried, especially as those that are sick are still working, shopping, and meeting while symptomatic.
A further 8% visited retail or service businesses, and 8% attended a social gathering.
That data coming Thursday from Edmonton. The numbers not far off in Calgary. So why are people working and going out while sick? And will enforcement and fines stop the behavior?
I think the question we'd have to ask ourselves is what pressures are they under to continue to do what they're doing?
Stefan Barral is a public health and family physician studying the inequities of the pandemic. He says enforcing COVID-19 could unfairly impact lower income or marginalized communities.
It's not because they're want to break the rules. It's because they're just feeling a lot of pressures in different ways about their own basic needs and often that of their families.
He says, for example, those without stable living can't self-isolate in their own room, or those who need to work to support their families may not get paid sick leave and must work.
And a lot of the infections that are happening in people's homes are related to unmet needs.
The Canada Recovery Sickness Benefit offers up to $500 per week for 2 weeks to those who don't receive paid sick leave. But union officials have found gaps, like the amount not being enough to pay the bills, or it may not come soon enough, and the application process may present barriers.
This is a political game right now. It's not about a virus, right? The fact that they can tell you how many people you can have in your house, come on.
Defiance in the pandemic has been documented. This maskless gathering Wednesday in Winnipeg exceeding the limit of 5 people. But Barral says for the most part, there's a social imbalance in truly staying safe from the virus.
This response is really more of a nuisance for folks that are already on the margins, who live in multi-generational homes. The response feels like best designed for those people who are the richest.
He says before we take the enforcement approach, officials should address gaps with resources and supports. In Calgary, Taylor Broad, City News.